What's happening, YouTube? Chris here from New Venture Entrepreneurs. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to my channel, I'm an online reseller and I sell on platforms such as Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and Merch by Amazon. And in my videos, I take you through my journey to building my business and reaching 100K online. So if you're interested in seeing if I'll make it to 100K, go ahead and subscribe and continue watching my videos. So in this video, I want to go over April. I want to go over all the sales that I made from each store, every platform that I sell on, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and Merch by Amazon, and just run through the numbers of how much I sold on each platform. So just to go to the first one, Amazon. I haven't really put too much work into it. I started focusing more on Merch by Amazon more. I really do see the potential on that platform, and just selling on Amazon, I was doing private label. It's a little expensive for me right now, so I had to take a little step back and started focusing on things that are more affordable for me. So let's just go for the month of April. I'm in my back end right now. Just go to April. Like I said, I didn't really do too much work into it. I didn't really put too much inventory like I normally do. And the thing with private label, which is what I was doing mostly, it costs a lot of money to advertise your items. And really you have to just build it and until you get ranked to the first page of the first listing, and that just takes a lot of money. So I had to take a step back from private label for a bit. I'm going to get back into it. I really do see the potential in that as well, but I'm just not at the financial stage to be doing this private label. So as you can see in April, my gross sales were $881.23. So that's just from April 1st to the 30th, pretty much the whole entire month. I have a total of 56 orders with 66 units sold. Average sale price is 15 bucks. The last shipment that I put in the FBA warehouses, the items were priced pretty low. My other private label product was about 20 bucks. And then my direct competitor lowered their price, so I couldn't really compete with them. So I started shipping in other products that were a lower price. And it's not as good as the other product that I had. So that's pretty much the reason why I'm taking a step back. So that's Amazon. What I plan on doing with this business is doing more retail arbitrage as opposed to private label. Like I said, private label just costs more because your whole goal is to rank your product to the first page for whatever keyword you want. For example, if you're selling, I don't know, Army Men toys, and you want your Army Men listing to be first, you have to advertise it a lot, and that just costs a lot of money. It's like, throwing something on the wall hoping it sticks, really. But when you do retail arbitrage, you're getting well-known, established products and selling it on Amazon, and people already know or are familiar with that brand that you're selling. So that's my strategy going forward until I get enough money to do private label. So yeah, just going back. So April, $881. Moving on to eBay. Same thing. I haven't really put too much effort like I normally do. Let's go to sales right here. I generally sell men's clothing on here. I don't really sell anything else. And to be honest, the starting of this year, I haven't really been putting too much effort as I did last year. Sales are a little bit down. I understand that completely. If you're not putting much effort into something, then you should expect the results to not be as good as you will want, of course. But anyways, $758 according to eBay. When I track every single sale that I have on eBay, and I put everything into a spreadsheet. I've always noticed that the number is just a little bit off from what I have in my spreadsheet than to what eBay displays. I don't really know why, but we'll get into that in a second. So according to eBay, I have $758 in revenue or in sales for the month of April from the 1st to the 30th. And I can go more into details when I go further down the stores. Next up is going to be Etsy. I have an Etsy store. I do primarily print-on-demand shirts. I integrated Etsy with Printful, and I just have a bunch of shirts on there. So I have it going, the stats going for the month of April right here. As you can see, I have total views 1,500, visits 909, and then for the total orders, I have 17 orders for the print on demand. I think I sell a mixture of print on demand and just a few physical products. But Amazon, I'm not Amazon, Etsy is actually cracking down on my listings because they're not handmade. I actually did source them from China, and Etsy, they don't want um, non-handmade goods on their website or something that you didn't create yourself. So they found out my listings were, Chinese sourced, and they're starting to take some of them down. I still have one up right now. Hopefully they're not watching this video, but yeah. So I actually have to go in and change my whole Etsy store. That is something I'm going to have to do. So 17 orders with the revenue $305, and that's just for Etsy for the month of April. Merch by Amazon. Let's see. So as you can see here, previous month, which will be April, the royalties is 57 cents. This is when I was doing my pricing my shirts lower, but just recently I decided to just raise my prices. My strategy, or just some advice for anyone beginning for merch by Amazon. I know a lot of people will say price your shirts really low to make it sell, but from my experience, I would say at, at the very least, just price your shirts at $14.99, because $15 is still kind of a trigger price that will get someone to buy on impulse. You can price it at $12.99, but I believe in the whole perception thing. If you have your price very, very low, maybe the quality's bad, or you know some people would rather spend a little bit more on better quality. So I think $15, pretty much $14.99, is a good starting price. Anything below that, I wouldn't recommend it, because you're putting a lot of work and a lot of effort just to make literally pennies back. That's just my opinion. So the month of March and April, I was pricing my shirts very, very low, and that's why I only received 57 cents for April. But let me go ahead and show the chart right here. So when I raised my price in May, as you can see, I'm starting to get a lot more success. And there's another factor why I have more success in May. But let me go ahead and show top royalties. So I have these are the shirts that sold for Merch by Amazon. This one up here, that sold 9 times. This is actually a Mother's Day shirt. I put up, I want to say 12 Mother's Day designs, and of course only one shirt is selling, one design is selling, but it's doing pretty well. It sold 9 times, which is pretty cool. But this sold mainly in the beginning of May, so I will not see any of this on my April at all. Same thing with most of these. My store really started taking off in the beginning of May, which is great. As you saw before, where is it? So yeah, March, April, these are, I'm selling one shirt a week, or something like that. But when May came, I'm already selling 15. We're only halfway through the month of May, which is pretty good. So yeah, this is just a little update on my Merch by Amazon business. My first royalty payment was pretty low. April is going to be even lower than what I made for March. Because in March I had one shirt that was priced $13.99, so I got more than I would have made if I priced it at $12.99 like I normally do, or what I used to normally do. So that's why I made more in April. And in March, I just had all my shirts priced very, very low, so I wasn't really making much. I sold more in April, but made less than March. And these shirts right here are all just that one niche that I'm in. Or actually, I sold one. So these 3 that are selling right here, that sold 4 times, 5 times, and 2 times. These are in that niche that I'm in, and then this is just a Donald Trump shirt that I made, some design that I made real quick. So yeah, this is pretty much how my Merch by Amazon business is going. So let's go to my spreadsheet over here. This is going to pretty much show an overview of everything. So like I said, eBay shows that I sold 758, but according to my spreadsheet, my sell my sales were 774. You can see I pretty much go over everything detailed, how much I paid for the item, what it sold for. I do shipping, eBay fees, and PayPal fees. So I pretty much go over everything in my spreadsheet. So our numbers are a little bit different, but not way too off. So I go off of what I have. So I have 774. As you saw, my Amazon business did 881. Total sales for merch was $90.85. And my Etsy store, $305.07. So if I scroll over to my last sheet over here, I put all that in, and this is what it's looking like so far. I have my goals right here for how much I want to make in revenue. $1,000 in January, I made 2,000 or 2,500. February, the goal was 6,000, and actual was 1,800. This is all just based on sales. And April, right here, 6,000 was a goal, but I only made $2,051 for that month. As you can see, I'm not hitting my goals at all, but there's a reason to it. Like, I'm really focusing on these other platforms, and I'll be honest, I haven't really been putting as much effort as I could. But I am still pretty proud in the sense that, I have a goal that I want, and it's pretty high. I'll admit it's extremely high. But if I didn't set that high goal, I wouldn't know what to hit. And these numbers here, these actual numbers will probably be lower. If I just say I just want to make some sales, that's not really a target to hit. So I wouldn't really be working that hard. So I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I'm working hard, but not as hard as I could. So yeah, this is pretty much how my business is going so far. These are pretty high numbers because my goal was to make $100,000. As I grow these other platforms, I expect these numbers to raise, out of the 2,000 range. I'm pretty sure it's possible. I'm not sure if I'll hit $100,000, but I'm damn sure gonna try. Yeah, that's pretty much the business so far. If you have any questions about any of the platforms that you see on this video, go ahead and feel free to contact me, and I can help out as best I can. Or if you have any tips or any strategies for me that you'd like to, recommend, feel free to drop it in the comment box. I'll leave my Instagram and email in the description box below. And thank you for watching this